Hey Seth, this is Corinne Dennison from English Composition at the University of New Mexico. This is my media lab for Project 2, which I will be talking about my topic and research on free higher education and free college tuition. So before we get started, free college is defined as tuition-free college as students receive scholarships to cover their tuition and fees. So for my research, I use Google Scholar, and I'm using Google Scholar to find my resources for my paper and using Google Scholar to expand and explore my research on free college education. So for starters, I have some sources open that I've been looking over that talk about my topic, and I already have them up here. So this one. Now, I'll open these up so you can see where I'm at. Um, so here's one of the sources I am considering, and it's called Free College for All, the Impact of Promises Programs on College Access and Success. And so it's a dissertation which focuses on the Promise programs. So in this article, these scholarships, let me back up. So Promise programs are programs that offer college scholarships to students who either live in or attend school in a specific geographic area. This is usually like a county, a school district, or a city or town. So go table of contents. Go. So in this article, these scholarships from these promise programs are not generously as they offer substantially smaller scholarship awards, and it takes a few years for them to use these scholarships, and it restricts post-secondary choice to local community colleges and universities. So these scholarships are designed to estimate the effect of eligibility for promise areas on college enrollment and choice. So this dissertation mentions the estimate impact on whether students enroll in college and continue to the second year of college. It offers suggestions for the promise zones to leverage communities, resources, and create simple and relevant area targeted towards students. So all that. Um, so in this article, promises programs are typically described as either place-based college scholarships or free college programs, and which is described in the paper, and it talks about the distinction between the two, which basically is based on the size of the geographical area that is promise program covers. So if the promise program is locally focused, which basically is like within a specific county, district, city, town, is often called place-based scholarships, and it promises programs in statewide. It is often called the free college program. This paper also brings up another promise programs that is called the this paper also brings up another promise program called the Kalamazoo Promise, which offers students in the Kalamazoo Public School, which is in Michigan, the opportunity to attend college tuition free at any in-state public colleges or university if they meet the residency requirements and graduate from a local high schools. This paper mentions that the scholarships are based on student length of attendance in the school district, and the students who attend the school district for 4 years receive 65% of the scholarship, and students who attend the school district for all 13 years, which is usually kindergarten through 12th grade, receive 100% of the scholarship. So when researching for my topic, I think it would be a great source because it mentions the promise programs that provide free college education, and that this would be a great source for my argumentative paper. and can be used to provide evidence of programs that help qualifying students attend college free. So I am very interested in this source, and from what I've read, it will help me discover new topics and ideas that surround my thesis. This also got me into thinking about what students need to do to receive these programs. So so from what I got from the research about, so this got me into thinking about what students need to do to receive these programs, which got me into the idea about student readiness, which is an important process from students graduating high school. So from that, I wanted a source that goes over college readiness, which is a set of skills, knowledge, behaviors that a high school student should have upon graduation and entering their freshman year of college. So there's this article that is called "Assessing College Readiness." Should we be satisfied with the ACT or other threshold scores? And it's all about the ability to find success while studying at an institute of higher learning. So, for example, taking the ACT or SAT test, which determines if you get accepted into college and from what college you get in, which you want to attend, because those are different. These are tests that measure your knowledge into the core subjects like math, science, English, reading, and writing. So this article focuses on significant attention on one, the technical aspect of academic readiness, two, to have the maximum impact and utility, and then another one is to have the process of becoming college ready and having the needs to understand and the consequences that goes into that. So what I'm getting from this is not getting like if students who are not getting a great score can have an impact that can be on the student and or maybe the family at financial aid risk and a risk of not getting supplemental resources or even result into students not being allowed to register. So these are all which personal and practical repercussions and consequences to have. This article also mentions the meaning for students at all levels of performance and the information that allows for greater flexibility and precision into talking about readiness. It also provides a greater detail about the distribution of readiness level. So I think it's a great source and provides a new area to explore into. Next, as I'm looking into more articles and to read, the more I find that there's also like more things to explore. So right now I want to find an article that's about my topic and find a connection between Native Americans, and here's one I found. It's called the Native American College Students, a Population That Can No Longer Be Ignored. And this paper addresses like the unique challenges that Native American college students face, including suppressing family and spiritual beliefs and having financial disadvantages and coping with existing stereotypes and receiving insufficient secondary education. So with that being said, and what I've seen, this paper seems to be more about the sense of belonging rather than being connected to a free college education. So I don't think I'm not going to use this one just yet. I'm still deciding. So that's what I have so far, and I also have this article which calls Loans, Liquidity, and Schooling Decisions, and that's kind of about like how students' role with loans and how it affects them, and how it talks about like school decisions. So here's that, and then another one would be this one. This is actually one of my resources, and this helped me find these other resources. Like I have a lot more, and then here's another one. Oh wait, I think. Okay, sorry about the tabs. Oh, and then for me to find, more areas to explore into, I mean, this is like not a source, but helps me find ideas about what's what the cons would be for free college tuition. So these help me find topics in Google Scholar um, and stuff like that. But so where I'm at so far is I have other sources which I showed you, but the ones I showed you, the title pages, those are the two or maybe three that I have been interested in this week. It's also this process has also been like fairly easy, but also kind of difficult when it comes to finding like specific ideas I want to go into and explore. So there's more articles on going the general idea of free college education. So that's all I have right now. I hope you enjoyed this media lab. Have a great week and a great spring break, and I'll hear from you in week 10. Bye.